best thing about being a freelancer is being in charge of your own time. My name is Bruce Rule, and I'm a writer and editor, and I recently came out with a book called Heartfelt Goodbye, How to Write and Deliver the Eulogy Your Loved One Deserves. And each week I put out a short video about some of the things that I've learned about being a freelancer and what is some of the things to avoid and some of the things to do to make your life a lot easier as a freelancer. And I wanted to tell you that in the 5 years I've been doing this, the thing that has impressed me most is how much more control I have over my time. And that, to me, that's been one of the best parts about being a freelancer. Just a few weeks ago, somebody contacted me and they offered me a temporary position for somebody who was going to be on leave for a few weeks. And I thought about it and I said, no, that's too much of a time commitment. I don't want to be locked in to several weeks of work, and I'm sure they would have paid well, but I said no. And then this week, two things happened that emphasized how good it is to be in charge of your own time. One was a good thing, one was a bad thing. I'll talk about the bad thing first because that happened chronologically first. My son in D.C. is moving apartments second half of June. At the beginning of June, he put in for his PTO and said, I want 2 days off at the end of the month because I want to move and I just need the time. The company didn't get back to him right away. And then finally they said, no, we're not giving you any time off. We need you at work. Sorry, you can't do it. We're not giving you any time off. And by the time that happened, it was too late to book movers for the weekend. So what he did was he spent a lot of time shuttling between the two apartments, moving things. We went in and helped him a little bit, moved some things from one apartment to the other and helped start to clean for him. And then he had to work Monday all day. And then the movers came Monday night to move his heavy stuff over. And then Tuesday night, he had to reassemble his bed and reassemble a couple other things. And then Wednesday night, he had to finish cleaning the old apartment and getting that ready to go because his company wouldn't give him the time off. And he's not in charge of his time. Now that's the bad example of what happens when other people are in charge of your time. A good example of what happened was one day this week, I got a phone call at 9 a.m. from my other son, who lives in Milwaukee. He said, Dad, strangest thing, there's a weather delay and there was a problem with the airplane. So I'm going to have a layover in D.C. tonight. Do you think you and Mom would want to have dinner? I said, sure. Because I'm in charge of my time. I got up from my desk at 1 p.m., click, turned off the computer, got in the car, and we drove in, and we had dinner with our sons. That couldn't have happened if I was working for a company. If I had made a commitment to a company that I was going to be working 9 to 5, I would not have been able to go in to Washington, D.C. for dinner to see my sons. You can't put a value on your time in that sense. I have that freedom. I can work or I can say no. And I can walk away when something comes up like, oh, my son just happens to be in town for a night. And that's so valuable to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm overemphasizing it. Maybe other people have different feelings about the best part about being a freelancer. I'd like to hear what your idea of the best part about being a freelancer, what you think the best part is. That would really be helpful. Put it down in the comments down below and like and share this video. I think it helps other people. And subscribe because that helps YouTube and me because YouTube's always looking for more subscribers. And until next week, take care.